3.5 million unique domains for one
URLs.
That's what I mean, not domains, URLs. You guys could see I did not sleep that much last night. I've been working. But yes, it's a 3.5 million unique URLs on a 180K national site. It's a one-time fee of 60 spikes on a, if you want to translate that over into dollars, we could do it. On a basic level, it's going to be, what is that, $10 a spike, so that's $600. And a national 30K site is only $400. If you do it on a gold or a platinum, the prices go down substantially, okay?
Can we move our existing sites to your hosting? No.
No, we're not going to support that. These servers we built and the way they're running is not standard WordPress or even what you're used to. I'm sure you guys have all used cPanel and WHM if you've gotten into the VPS side of things. These are running on Nginx. They're using PHP FPM. They're extremely lean and extremely fast, and literally all the bulk has been scrapped out of the servers that doesn't need to be there.
Does that mean you're creating double the results? No.
Or adding more tags?
Nope. We're not. Basically what happens is because of how we changed our site structure and the siloing process, it actually creates more pages in the whole process. So
exactly.
It creates pages for the state and then for the counties and then so it's just multiplying exponentially.
Yep. Someone's going, once the site is built, can we modify some of the advertisements and the videos on the post page after the sites are indexed? Yep. You could go in and do it post by post. You could rebuild if you wanted to.
You could, but
once
you're going to overlay it, so.
If you're overlaying anyway, not Google, it doesn't really matter. Oh, these sites are freaking beautiful, by the way.
I think they're good.
I really like how they came out. They don't look like, we're not using WordPress standard themes. We've got a really nice theme running on the back end, really lean and loaded with schema. Like every single opportunity there is schema. So let's jump into one thing that we didn't get to hit on, and that is, what is a legacy? And don't want to confuse you guys. And before people are asking, can we see the prices again?
You can only have one slide up at a time.
You can only have one slide up at a time. But what is a legacy? We have a legacy program in place on this system. So pretty much what happens with your legacy program. If you have a platinum membership, you'll reach legacy in 3 months. If you have a gold membership, you'll reach legacy in 4. And on a basic level, you'll reach your platinum legacy streak, or legacy, I should say, reward legacy streak at 6 months. But you do get bonus, you achieve your legacy faster if you buy bonus spike packages. But again, that's confusing. I'm not going to touch on it. So you're ultimately at platinum level. After 3 months, you obtain legacy. And people are going, what is legacy? What is legacy? I'll get into that right now. On legacy, once you reach it and unlock it, or I should say before you reach it and unlock it, every single month, while you have your streak maintained at the platinum level, you're going to get 5 extra spikes in your monthly spike booster. So, the first month you get, 100 spikes. The second month you're going to get 105 spikes. The third month you're going to get 115 spikes. On the gold, it takes 4 months to increase. You get 3 bonus spikes a month. So, first month you got 60 spikes, second month 63, third month 66, fourth month 69, and that's going to be a total of 12 extra spikes. So that's $120 there. Per month, and we're not charging you extra for this. This is just as a thank you from us to you for staying, in the program and being a loyal customer. Finally, we have the standard level, the standard level, the basic level. You get 1 free spike a month on your legacy streak. Yes, it does take 6 months to reach it, so you are getting 60 extra spikes by the end of it all. So it's that's just the streak part itself. But once you do reach legacy status, after 3, 4, or 6 months, depending on what plan you're in, you're going to get a ton of extra bonuses. So on the basic level, once you reach legacy, you're going to get a 25% discount to your Seme membership to be applied pretty much lifetime, as long as you maintain your streak. Your cost on Seme will be cut by 25%. On the gold level, it'll be 50% decrease in your Seme membership. On the platinum level, you're going to get a free Seme membership. After 3 months inside of the SerpSpike platform, your membership becomes free. In addition, on your SEM profile, once you reach legacy status, you're going to get a special SerpSpike badge saying that you're a legacy member, of course. You're going to get a special forum role and special access to a forum dedicated just for you. And beyond that, we all know the Legacy Group is opening up, or not Legacy Group, the Mastermind Group, I should say, is opening up on Friday. We do have a basic Gold and Platinum Legacy group inside of the Mastermind Group itself, so you'll be added automatically into that. So even if you didn't pre-qualify before for full access into the Mastermind Group, you will get access to your group inside of your Legacy package. In addition, once you reach Legacy on the basic level, we're going to throw you an additional 5 bonus spikes as a thank you. On the Gold, we're going to give you 20 bonus spikes as a thank you, and on the Platinum, we're going to give you 30 as a thank you. So on your 3rd month, once you're in the system on a Platinum level account, you're going to be getting 115 spikes, because that's your total Legacy streak, plus the additional 30. So your 3rd month full is 145 spikes. So it's pretty much 45 bonus spikes, and on a standard level account, that would be $450.
So the Platinum Group for 3 months will give Seme-Easy, Life, Time free member. As long as you're still a Platinum member, then yes, then Seme-Easy is free.
Then Seme-Easy is free for you, and
while you're still a member,
and you get bonus access to the Legacy Group. And how much is 145 spikes per month? That is at the 750 level, and that would be recurring out thereafter. Plus, there's also some other bonuses in there as well for being a Legacy member. Your buyout cost decreases when you want to buy out the site totally, if you want to do that, et cetera, et cetera. And then site build prices decrease too. So it's essentially the longer you're in the system, the cheaper and cheaper things get, is what we're saying. And it's just our thank you to you. And obviously at that point, you'll understand how valuable the system is.
Yep.
So, questions. There have been a ton of them. We've answered them. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. What is a site buyout? Site buyout is like, let's say, okay, I don't want to use your server hosting, but I still want the site, and then I'm going to go and download the website, and you could go and put it on your own server. What can we expect to make off each site per month? I mean, currently, it really all depends how you use it, but we aim for about $2,000 a month per site minimum. And if on just a one national site, if we're doing a package, we sometimes reduce that price down to about $750 to $800, right. And we do 10 of them, so it's around 7.5K to 8K for a 10 site package.
And sometimes even more.
And sometimes even more, depending on how competitive or how valuable the specific niche is. Once you pay for the site build, I can't stress this enough. Once you pay for the initial site build, you're not paying anymore at the Gold and Platinum accounts for that site. So everything you make recurring for your client that you sold it to is going straight into your pocket. We're not taking a bit of your business every month. With the old model, it was, you got a site.
It was a landlord model.
It was a landlord model. You're locked in. You pay $500. You're paying your rental $500 every single month to that site. You want another site, it's going to cost another $500 a month. And you got $1,000 in payments running every single month. It's no good. With this system, you pay $500 the first month, $500 the second month, $500 the third month. By that point, you're
creating multiple properties.
You're creating multiple properties, and you're no longer being billed on those properties moving forward. So with each month, you get an opportunity to build more and more and more and more. So here is on questions with our client partner. And we're starting with 7 large metro areas. Start with this and scale up to grow other states as we dominate. Exactly, and that's how this model was designed, really, so that you could start and you could experiment with one, and if it works, you could do it again and again and again and again and again. Let's see, if I work with some local clients, is there less than a state level? We could do a county level if there's demand for it. We just based it off of what we had offered in the past and then expanded into multinational. We haven't traditionally done counties. It's something Andrew and I have talked about quite extensively, but we do have the opportunity and we have the ability to do it. It just depends if the demand is there. So we're not paying monthly for the sites. Still, they are not our sites. And they become our sites after the buyout. Yes, if you do the buyout, they become your sites. While you're in the system, you're getting 50 free hosting slots or 100 free hosting slots for, all of your sites. So you're not paying for servers recurring monthly. You're not paying for the site build operations. You're not investing the time in the build operations. You're not worried about if the Google
You're
bot...
selling, and you're outsourcing, and you're growing your business. That's what you're doing.
Exactly. So essentially, it absolves you of the duties of having to do all the technical plans, make sure that the websites stay online, make sure that if index assault and double agent are set up properly and working, make sure that if your site gets indexed properly and Google does find out about it, and if you follow our training, you should be good at this by now, but on these large-scale sites, you got to make sure that the site doesn't crash, that it's properly configured on the MySQL side, on the PHP side, and all your server configuration settings. You got to make sure your RAM's properly located, etc., etc., etc. We'll be able to get into the back end and see how everything is done. The back end, it's a pseudo back end. You're not going to get access to the back end that builds out the actual sites themselves. You'll have access to a full back end where you can see all the different, the subscriptions you sent up, the billing history. You can see all of your domains, the current statuses, where they're at, previous builds, future schedule, etc., etc., etc. It's all in there. So it's not like one control panel where you go in and you fill out all the information and then it goes and does it. There's a human element involved. Andrew and myself and our staff goes over every single site submitted, every single request for build. Just as God, and I love you guys, no homo. Everything is managed. There's no, it is an automated system for generating 3.5 million sites. It is not an automated system for making sure that those sites will get in and work properly. That is what we are here for. That's what we've been spending the last 2 years doing.
Okay, how well do these sites rank with competitive local keywords? I would say that they rank... Listen, we started hitting certain lawyer niches. They're ranking like freaking unbelievable. However, once again, that's not to exclude. Do your due diligence as far as checking out the local competition. If you want to rank for the word plumber, well, then go ahead and try. But I can tell you that, the home-based, the common home-based service businesses, you're in for a fight. There's no question about it. Now, these sites are massive, and because of that, they literally they have incredible authority on their own. But once again, we always like to not have to go into a fight if we don't need to.
Yep. Are you keeping DA and IA plugins updated? If you don't use SearchSpike, yes, they are. They're on a different development branch, but they have the same base source code. There are some differences in the two, but we are continually updating those 2 bits of software. We haven't been able to over the past month because of A, SearchSpike getting built and then rebuilt again over the past 2 days, and B, we've had some massive deals going on the back end. Originally, it was going to be a system where you got charged and there was no human interaction. And Andrew and I didn't, go in. You just submitted your keywords. The system goes, it grabs the most relevant content, sends it to Spin Rewriter, spins it out, spits you out of site. Andrew and I sit on the beach drinking martinis, et cetera, et cetera. But we realized very quickly that
we don't like martinis.
We don't like martinis. That was not the system, or A, that we had developed previously that worked, and B, it's not a system that works moving forward. So we have a comment here saying these industries will bring in an average of $1,200 per closed sales, and we are just under 70 per month and growing. So you could see the importance of building slowly and being able to expand into other states. Exactly. That's exactly what we did, guys. We didn't go out and build 500 sites in multiple niches and try to go and, chase the money fairy, going place to place to place to place to place. We set up our system, or really we theorized our system, did a bunch of testing, figured out what actually works versus what doesn't work, tried to automate as much of that as possible, and then went out and actually did it, and then went to the clients. It wasn't the other way around, guys. So
I mean, we would, like I said, we would invest into one, or if it was a huge client, we would invest into making a couple of these sites for a particular client, as we explained before. But we weren't building sites thinking that these were cool niches and then going, and then like Jay said, running after, then trying to find somebody to kind of take up the space. Like, hey, wow, we're on a major highway. I could put a hotel, I could put an office building here. put it up and now I got to find people for it. No, we kind of knew exactly who we were looking to target.
Exactly. So
all right.
let's continue on with the questions. There's a few in here, and
there's a bunch.
There's so many questions, it's ridiculous. Let's pick a time where we're going to cut off and then just scroll down through the questions.
Because we do have one thing more for you guys before we hang up.
Yeah, for those of you who stuck around, and we only wanted to make it for the people who stuck around through all of this, which is why we didn't mention it before. And we're not going to mention it further till we're done with the question and answer session. Okay. So
somebody's saying you should use these and Surfshaker sites in addition. Yeah, like I said, you could use Surfshaker to, like I said, just to lure a customer in if you wanted to show them how it works, technology, this, that, the other thing, hit a little small area in his niche or state or whatever else, or even a larger, depending on how crazy you want to get. But these things are freaking massive. So, how big are the UK sites, county, city, town?
Could pull that up in 1 second. Don't know it off the top of my head, but I could certainly go into the MySQL database and see how many roads there are. That's not the right one. Okay, there's 1.74 million. Yeah.
This one, 43. About 43 to 44,000 on the unique
cities, and then on the town level, there's 1.7 million. So
that's if we were going to hit the postcodes, but on just the UK towns, cities, and postcodes,
it's 43.
It's about 43,
which is just about where the 30K US site was at.
That includes cities, towns, and villages in England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and covers about 160 counties. Thereabouts.
Yep.
England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales.
All right. Looks like Doug Huggins jumped out of here early. He said he's really looking forward to it, but he's got to pick up his son. Brian Wade's got the +1 on understanding, so he's got it. Yep, all good. Oh, this is when we were asking people started to get understand what we were talking about. Nice, cool, great price, awesome. Okay, so I could see how this could just be like outsourcing what I'm doing now on a larger scale. Yeah, exactly. I get to a point where I'm making large sites, but then I run out of RAM and processing power. Yep, that's what happens. Do we need to pick the domain name? Covered that one. Need to understand the siloing and linking structure. Everybody that has a site will definitely be able to understand the siloing and linking structure. Or if you want an example of it, you can hop over to yellowpages.com. Let's see. A bunch of these were already answered. Make sure I'm clicked in this box. My scroll wheel is being all funky today. That's why the slides were jumping around.
Here, guesstimation turnaround time from keyword, niche, research submission to site build and delivery.
It depends on how large the influx is on the first day. We're aiming for 24 to 48 hours maximum. But it should usually be a lot faster than that, especially the first couple orders that'll get in. They'll be in the system and back out, spit out. We have to verify it. We have to index them and everything, but you will get access to the site not before the site's initially indexed, but once the first few pages have made it into the index, we'll be delivering the sites immediately thereafter. And the index usually happens within, 10 minutes to 4 hours after the build, depending on where Google's
sometimes even a day, depending if Google's acting really stupid that day, but,
Yep, but we try to deliver, we strive to deliver day of. If you order it at 11 p.m. at night, we're probably not building it by 1 a.m. in the morning.
No.
That'll be the next day.
So it says 30K sites are based on 3,000 cities. What are 180K sites based on? 180,000 locations.
Yep. Literally every single place.
You could possibly, it does hit ridiculous, stupid places that you would go, why the hell would I want to rank for this? There are there are two benefits for it, right? A, the site is freaking absolutely massive. B, you're grabbing long-tailed keywords based on even areas that may not even seem quasi-relevant to you, but the funneling power and the siloing power makes it absolutely tremendous.
Yep.
And there are certain services that even like a small little community would search for. Somebody would search for somebody right in that little hamlet or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
So it includes everything in the kitchen sink.
I love this question. Someone's going, if these sites are so much bigger, what about dupe content? We thought about that. We did think about that. Every single page on your site has unique content on it.
Even tag pages. Yeah, go figure that one, huh?
Tag pages have unique content on them. Category and and tag archives have unique pages on them. Your hierarchy structures have unique post content on them. And the individual posts themselves, like before, have unique content on them. So in the old method that we had, if you backed out to a tag page, it actually, the tags themselves would change and the site title would change, but that was the only major change. And they were ranking like a mofo. They were ranking great. Sometimes the tag pages were ranking even better than the post itself. But now the tag pages are even further spun out, so they have their own unique content as well. So somebody asked, are we achieving these massive sites by doubling up? We answered that, nope, we are not doubling up. Can you modify the advertisements / positioning and videos after the sites are built and indexed? Yep, absolutely. Like I said, I did fix I can't even remember the name. The AdSense Now plugin is fixed by me to work with these sites. So you keep going through here. Someone's going, I'm ADHD and dyslexic. This is going too fast. Don't worry. This is just the intro to Semi-Easy members. This is just the intro to you guys.
Once again, guys, this isn't even us trying to push this thing yet.
We're not. If we wanted to be selling you guys this product, like right here, right now, and we're pushing this forward as our launch webinar, I think Andrew and I would go outside and be kicking ourselves because this is never how we present something. This is something, we created this explanation presentation literally.
That's the reason why we were like 10 minutes late for the webinar, because of the fact that we were just trying to put this stuff together because so many people were hammering us going, explain, we need more information, we need more information. So
we decided to give everybody a little bit more information. Exactly.
Okay.
So let's keep going through the list. I think it's making a lot more sense.
I think we can actually scroll down.
Yep, a lot of these ones we answered in real time.
Yep.
Yep, there's Justin going, I love you guys. Okay, I work with a bunch of tax attorneys. Is this something I could use for that niche?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's something.
Now, this is the other thing, guys. Once, it's not just a matter of us being able to build out sites and we're going to limit it as far as how many people. We're also limiting out niches. We don't want people stumbling all over themselves. Okay,
yeah.
So
if you happen to get, put in your primary keyword as tax attorney, you're the only one who gets tax attorney. Nobody else. As long as your site is still live on your system and you haven't destroyed it from the interface, you haven't, clicked the X delete and then confirm, yes, I no longer want this site in my account. Then that site, that niche is exclusive for you. Nobody else gets it through the SearchSpike platform. Nobody else gets it from our back end, really.
I think my sister wants to sleep with you. Steve, send me a picture.
I think Steve's talking to me, and Steve sent me a picture. I've been selling this to marketers lately to use for their clients.
Awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, it's such a great tool.
I'll tell you what, and even if you find web designers love something like this because their design doesn't get lost in the shuffle.
Yep.
Because of the overlay.
Yep.
It's freaking awesome.
Yep. Can we go after gambling?
No, I want to go back to Steve real fast. Okay. Steve, who does your sister want to sleep with, myself or Jake?
Yeah, post that in below. We can't see the current question, so
we were going to get to that.
Yep.
Can we go after gambling terms? Yes, we probably could.
Yeah, I don't see why not. You can. I would say our limitations, we're kind of like the end all, the buck stops with us with the decisions such as these. I'd say gambling is okay. You're going to have to look into local gambling legislation.
Nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal. So.
Oh, and this is another thing, guys. Also, you got to. You really got to watch hammering the trademark names because they are throwing out DMCAs all over the place at this point.
Yep, and if you get DMCA, it's not the worst thing in the world. You just take the site down.
Yep.
As long as you're not defaming their company, you're not going to get hit with a slander claim.
Yep.
All right. Let's see.
Off topic, AdSense question. I'm ramping up my earnings really fast on an account that is only 12 days old. Is this something I should worry about?
And throttle back to save on the account getting banned. How fast is too fast? I'd say if you're getting concerns, you're probably a little bit more paranoid than Google is at this point. If you're really, really concerned about how much money you're making, then that's going to be a red flag on Google's side as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you want to show a nice, steady inflow. I mean, if you're going from, if you're going from $0 to $10 a day, that's not really huge. But if you're going from 0 to, $75 a day, $100 a day, yeah, that's something I would watch, because that will trigger an automatic manual review of what the hell's going on with your site.
Yep. We got a question here. You've mentioned this, but I'm driving. Oh, this is from Tim. How's it going, Tim? Are we charging a large fee and then a small monthly fee to clients, or are we charging a decent monthly amount?
No, we charge a decent monthly amount. We actually we don't normally go, okay, here it is, and then we'll do that for SEO to their main site. We'll actually we'll charge them, this is the fee until we get to where we want, and then we can scale it back on the maintenance. But on these types of sites, we don't need to scale it back.
Nope, not on the organic traffic funnels.
Nope.
And then, usually it's inclusive. That large, monthly fee includes maintenance. And if the site goes down, we just throw up another one, and it'll be up in 2-3 days.
And the greatest part is that, like I said, they stop paying, we just shut off the light switch, just sort of like Google AdWords does, right?
Yep.
Here's, okay.
So
in USA, what's the difference between a 30K and an 80K?
Or 180K.
180K, it's 150K.
It's 150K. And they target everywhere. Like, it's with the 30K sites and the sites you're used to targeting.
They kind of target like
main bigger areas. But take Suffern, for instance, right? Suffern is divided into
there's Suffern Park, there's Airmont, Montebello, there's Tolman, there's all these little smaller places where somebody would look at them and say, oh, these things are a ghost town. You know what? It doesn't make a difference. It's
if I live in Tolman, I'm looking for a painter for my house, or I'm looking for somebody to walk my dog, or I'm looking for, the best pediatrician for my kid in my area. I'm going to be searching in Tolman.
Not only that, but because of the schema markups, the more micro local we can get it,
the more locations.
The more locations are going to show. So
it's the more authority we get. So it's a double-edged sword. It's not only the authority that we're getting on the Google end for having these large, properly schemed out, properly siloed out mega directory sites, but it's also for the individual client side and the searching side. If they search in Tolman before with a 30K site, you weren't showing up. Now you are. On to...
what was this?
Do we control the DA ourselves on these sites?
Yes, you control 2X. You control 2X on everything. We're double agent, whatever you want to call it.
You control double agent, and you also control AdSense Now if you want to be using it.
So we give the main keywords, LSI keywords, and the silo groups.
We need...
just give us the main keyword and the LSIs, and that's all we need.
Yep. It's the redirect at a site level. If we build it national, it can be at a full site level. It could also be at an individual county level. It could be at an
state level.
It could be at an individual city level or a zip code level.
And we got a holy shit.
Holy shit. I can't say again. This is sick. No, I've had a conversation with them before. I can't say this is sick, awesome, whoops, this is cool. All right. Can you use an existing site and transfer data and files to you? I'm not sure what you mean there. Like if you already built up a website that has a reach of like, 50,000 posts and you want to make it a 180,000 post site, or you have a 20 or 10,000 posts and you want to make it a 3.5 million page site. We're not merging sites together. It's their new sites built off. Let's see, off the top of your head, walk through an example. I have a client. I want to build 10 initial 180K US sites. That's 600 spikes. What would you suggest as an initial cost for those 10 sites?
Very simple. What we charge, you want to know, we would charge a client anywhere between...
We charge about $750
$7,500 to anywhere between $7,500 to $15,000, depending on the niche, that's what we would charge per month.
Yep. So
and then every month we would just renew 10 new sites to the mix.
All right. So now let's do the math on that, because you guys have stuck around here long enough, and I promise I'm not trying to confuse you. Let's actually break it out and do the math on this, okay? You want to build 10 sites.
Steve did write back. Jake first, since Andrew
may live longer.
Yeah.
Okay. Jake first. It's for me.
Yeah, it is for you.
So I'll be expecting a picture. Okay. So again, let's go into the math. You want to build 10 sites. That's going to be 600 spikes. That is correct. At an average cost on a standard membership, basic membership, it's $10 per spike. It's going to cost you $6,000. You could turn around the first month and charge anywhere between $7,500 like we do to $1,500 like $15,000 like we do. Second month though, having those 10 sites, it's only going to cost you at the basic level 10 spikes to keep the hosting. So it's going to cost you $100 to keep hosting, but now your second month billing, it's $7.5K or $15K. I hope you guys are starting to get it.
Or somewhere in between there.
Now, let's say you have a platinum level account, right? And each of your spikes is only costing $750. That means that your initial 10-site build is not going to cost you the $6,000. 600 spikes at $750 each, and some people are probably faster and already have it. That's only $4,500. So the difference between a platinum level total build and a standard level total build is, what was it? It was
$6,000 versus a $1,500 difference.
It's a $1,500 difference right off the bat. Not to mention that you're not paying for hosting anymore because it's already included. You got 100 hosting slots per month that you could have. So it's
or if you didn't want to go for and hit that 4,500, you can say, look, you know what? We're going to build you 2 sites each month. So we build you up, or we're going to build you 5 sites each month.
If you don't want to do it all at once, and you want to just say, okay, we're going to charge you $750 or $1,000 or $1,500 a site every single month for the next 10 months, and we'll build out 1 per month. And
there's all sorts of different stuff.
There's so many different ways that you could structure it on your end that having the old pricing model was really restrictive. With this, it allows you to do it however you want, whatever works best for you and your business. If your only limitation is the amount of time you have in the day and you could go out tomorrow and find 5 new clients, then you could, buy 5 new sites and have them up and working within 2-3 days. If you can only do 1 site per month, you got 1 client, they want only 1 site per month, there is a level and there's an option that works perfectly for you. So it's really, really flexible and it's really, really simple. So we got on launch day, we want to go and buy the package we want, correct? Yep. So you'll be able to buy which package you want. Will there be a webinar on the 17th prior to opening the buy product? Yes. The buy button will not be open at 1 p.m. The buy button will be open. The buy page will be open whenever we finish the webinar. This one was booked for an hour. Now we're already at 2 hours and 15 minutes. So that would be when the thing gets opened.
All right. So the reason why you guys were hanging around, we're going to cut to the chase here right now. Is if anybody is interested, like I said, we're going to be closing this out after. I'm not even sure how many people. Probably on the first go around on Monday, we're probably going to close it out after 50, 60 people. Period. Just because of the fact that we want to get the site builds done quickly and get turned around.
Yep.
Once we feel like we can handle it, we're going to reopen the doors again. I can't guarantee that the niche that you want is still going to be available.
We can't. That's our promise is that we don't double dip.
We don't. All right. So what we actually wanted, what we're going to do right now is, like I said, we're only going to, I say 50, but probably by the time we shut it down, we'll be 60.
Probably.
But we have approximately 500 people that we know of showing up on Monday to this webinar. There will be somewhere between 50 to 60 slots, and that's it because we're not going to get ourselves into the same issue that we had the last time.
Absolutely.
But what we are going to do, just so we know ahead of time how many people we're looking at, we were actually going to offer you guys today
early access
to
the system, and it's not early access.
Not early access to the system, but it's a early access.
No, it is early access because it would make everything we just said a big lie insofar as we're not opening the thing up at 1 p.m. Essentially, if you sign up early, you're getting in at 1 p.m. on Monday, regardless of whether or not people have stayed and watched the whole webinar. Right. Which means that if you guys all sign up and all 50 spots are filled, and now we got people going, way cool, let me in. Oh crap. My computer's going to freeze with the amount of comments that are coming in. All right, well, I'm going to let you know how to get it in just a second. But the thing is, if all these pre-sold slots are gone, we might not even have the webinar on Monday. We might just go and have a special welcome webinar for everybody and go through the system. Yeah. There's a very good possibility that there might only be like 5 slots left by the end of the webinar on Monday. So with that said, and without further ado, I got the URLs right here, and
we are only offering, just so you know, we only actually, we only created a handful of each one of these, didn't we?
Oh yeah, there is limited stock on all of these, except for the Platinum. The Platinum's the only one that I didn't limit the stock on. Do you want me to do that?
No, leave that open for now. I mean, we're going to be shutting it down within the next 20, as soon as it...
Yeah, we're going to be shutting it down soon, but there are limitations on the basic and the on the gold and et cetera, et cetera. And I'll make sure I have the correct URLs here before I look like an idiot and send it out to everybody wrong. And I know you guys are just jonesing for me to push that button, but I just want to make sure that everything is proper. You guys know how I am. Andrew will be the first to tell you.
All right, so what we basically did was on this pre-launch, because you guys stuck around, and once again, because you guys are going to be one of the first ones in, what percent discount did you wind up putting there, Jake?
What did we do? We decided, okay, so if you sign up early, it's going to be a 20% discount off your first month. You're going to get double your initial bonus spikes, and you'll have inclusion into our beta selection list. It should really be, say, final beta selection list, not beta selection. A few of you guys were lucky enough to jump inside and try it out and break things and, force me to delay and stay up all night working hard and coding. But it'll be our final beta before the launch on Monday. It'll probably take place on Saturday, if not Sunday. And we're going to be prioritizing between the Platinum, the Gold, and the Premium. The Platinum, the Gold, and the Standard, or Basic, of course. But this will reserve your spot. If you get in, you sign up, you'll be getting a special voucher code this weekend to be used on the SerpSpike SerpSpike checkout page at 1 p.m. It'll become valid, and you will have access before everybody else. Also, there's that 20% initial discount and
plus doubling up the points.
And plus doubling up the points. So with that said, I just want to make sure the basic package URL structure is kind of out of whack. Just give me one quick second to fix it, and then we are good to go. You're kind of reminiscent, huh?
Oh,
you remember the first one?
Oh,
nope, I just got to click the edit page, and then we're good. All right, so there's a few more questions that popped up, and I'll let Andrew answer them in the interim. You want to take these?
I can't.
LOL, you're killing me. Loving it. I'm going to punk you, Andrew, for not sending this to me earlier.
Listen, man, I've been punked before. All right, so let me just see here. I just stepped out. Can you guys give me the URL so I can sign up? Yep. Hang on one second. Jake is going to be, that's what Jake is working on right this second.
Yep, I'm just trying to standardize the permalink structure because I did something stupid earlier because I thought I was being smart, but I was not being smart. I was being stupid. And okay, that is fixed, and now I could give out the links to everybody. So if you want the link, put in something into the chat box so I know that you want the link. Can you put the URL in the chat box? Yes, absolutely. All right, this is going to go out to everybody. Right. I guess it worked. Didn't work. Did everybody get my message?
No.
No?
No.
All right, I just got to make, okay. Here we go, everybody.
No.
We'll try this one more time.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I know, right? Enter. All right, they kind of went out a little ugly. Let me see if I could format it.
It went out really ugly.
Yeah, let's see if I can format it a bit better. All right, so here's the link first off for the basic. 1 for the gold is number 2. And finally for the platinum. And if you guys looked at the linking structure at all, then you'd know where the platinum was at already before even sending it out. So, you guys got it? It looks like people got it. Holy crap, we're already selling them. And we might be out of basic packages already. Nope, it looks like we got a few more left in there. If you guys are having trouble finding it,
how the hell did people sign up so freaking fast? Are you kidding me?
Well, this isn't new. This is what we saw last time, man.
No, I understand that, but it's like...
Yeah, I know. Alrighty. So this is what the page looks like if you guys didn't find it before. iMacro, someone's yelling. Can see links on phone. If you can't see the links on your phone, You just go to semeeasy.com/product/basic dash package for the basic one. And then the other ones are all Surf Spike dash, pre-launch dash, etc., etc., etc. So that one's for the basic. Here's the platinum package right here. And like I said earlier, you're going to be getting all your bonuses day of launch. You're going to get access before everybody else. This reserves your spot from the limited 50 that are available. We do expect that we're probably going to be out of them by the time we fully open it on Saturday, or not Saturday, on Monday. And these products, they are going to go out. What time do we have them set to expire?
What?
The pre-launch. I think what we said this afternoon. Some people jumped out of the webinar early, but that's kind of their fault.
Well, the problem is that this video is not this webinar is not going to re-render.
Yeah.
It's not going to be rendered and back up on the site before this thing is shut down. And we're going to close it down tonight, or once it closes up. It's actually getting pretty close to closing up, actually, believe it or not, the more I'm looking.
All right, I'm going to jump into the back end real quick and see how many are left, and I could give you guys a better idea of how close we are to not even being able to launch on Monday. Yeah, so all we could do is click the add to the cart. Yep, so as of right now, you're just purchasing your voucher.
Yeah, you just
okay. Yep. Surf Spike pre-launch is out of stock, guys. So we are out of the basic package. So basic is all out. There are no more basic spots available. There's a few more gold spots and then even less platinum spots. Holy crap. I just got one. Nice. Yep. So it is working. You just click add to the cart and then go to the cart and finalize it. You will be getting your voucher codes on Saturday, if not Sunday at the very latest. And I just got gold, got one to confirm. Can we upgrade later? Yes, absolutely. You could upgrade or downgrade your account at any point in time. You're not locked in. We are not doing a yearly pricing model. We don't believe in that. I don't think it's fair. Okay, Bob just sent a text message saying he's on his phone, on his mobile phone, and can't order right away. Okay, Bob, we will reserve your platinum spot for you. You guys fucking rock. Awesome. Thank you. Didn't want to make you guys wait around all day for it, but you know, there's 96% of the people did not drop out. There's only a 4% drop-off rate over the entire webinar. I am in. Looks like people are still getting in, and it might be just about time to shut it down. I know we didn't put any package restrictions on it. Yep, and I'm seeing out of stock in the back end here. And let me just go right over to the reporting tab, and I can see how many are left. All right, and there's still a ton of you guys in the webinar too. So we'll continue to take questions as they roll in. Any questions, guys? Oh, a ton of them are coming up. My spot just popped out here. All right, so someone just got gold, and it looks like there's just a few left of them. And the vast majority of everybody went straight into gold. There are a few, yep. Looks like the vast majority of everybody is now in gold. Before it was platinum, now it's gold. There's a pretty even spread among everybody. And let me refresh the page here. And you know what? I think we could just pretty much shut this down.
Yeah.
At this point,
what we're going to do is what we'll do is there are some people that are I'm actually getting messages on SemeEasy. I'm getting email messages and I'm getting text messages saying, you know, like listening on the road, this, that, the other thing. Do me a favor. If anybody's still listening, shut it down midnight Eastern Standard Time for those things that have not haven't sold out. Just because of the fact that I'm trying to make people promises and stuff like that, and just telling people that we can.
All right. We are actually.
We went a hell of a lot longer on this webinar than most people expected, and that I expected. So I know that, like, you know.
Yep.
Listening to me drone on and you drone on for 2.5 hours.
Yep, we are actually at the last gold package in the pre-launch available. So the next person who buys it is going to be the last one to get in at the gold level. So that is that's pretty much where we're at. It's going to be only platinum available at this point for until I think 6:30 sound fair Eastern, or do you want to do 9 Eastern?
No, because, like I said, I got a couple of people asking me that they're going into a meeting and they ain't going to be out for an hour. So we know how meetings go.
Yeah, I know.
Keep this thing open till midnight, shut it down at midnight, and then we'll see everybody on Monday. That's all.
All right. When do we get to pick our niches to secure? All niche securing goes in Monday, and you'll have the entire webinar pretty much. And you know how long you guys know how long we like to talk. So you have the entire webinar to go through the system. Yeah, we're going to keep it a lot shorter than this. Exactly. So it looks like if I head over to the basic just to check it out, and we indeed are sold out. And with the gold, like I said, there is one left. And there is one left still. So if there's anybody who still wants the gold spot, there's one left for it. The platinum, there's about 5 of them left, and the premium is all. I mean, the basic level is all sold out. So we'll keep that up. Andrew didn't want me to shut it down too early, so we'll do 12. Oh God, scarcity. Oh, it's not even scarcity. Scarcity we created. We need people to come in and beta test, and we need people to come in and have the early access and reserve it. So it's not scarcity. This will be opening back up on Monday. Not as many slots as we had previously thought, because we sold out a lot faster than we thought we would. But there is, like I said, one gold package left, and that will be sold out by probably within the next 2 hours once these people get out of their meetings. So probably all that's going to be available till 12 p.m. tonight is the remaining platinum. If Andrew and I decide to throw in 1 or 2 more gold, screw it. No, we're not doing it. We're not opening back up. If you're in, you're one of the lucky ones. You're in. And we will see you guys shortly. Let me go through some of the questions here to make sure we didn't miss anybody. All right, can see the links on the phone. We covered that one. Sitemap. Oh, sitemaps. Sitemaps is a great question. Yeah. Sitemaps. Okay, you have a full sitemap index. Every single post and on your site is in your sitemap. In addition, your video sitemap spans now, what do we do on average? We do 20,000 posts in the video sitemap. Let's see, what else?
No, but with the video sitemaps, you've coded it slightly differently.
Oh, yeah, it's coded different now, and this will be upgraded once Index Assault reaches version 1.0 out of the alpha.
Right. So basically what happened was, guys, I mean, we were realizing that it was, to try and get a video on every single page and get that all put into the sitemap with the size sites that we were working on. It's next to impossible. 3.5
million pages in an XML sitemap makes it almost impossible.
It just brings the box down to a crawl, it brings the site down to a crawl, and everything else.
But we still wanted the added benefit of having a unique video on every single page, No, the dog farted. That's disgusting. Oh, God. That is nasty. Jesus.
Oh, my Lord.
Ooh. All right, Andrew's face contorted as the cloud didn't hit me yet. I was like, what are you looking at? And yeah, no, that is gross.
So basically what happened was,
it's been recoded so that...
So what happens is, right, it creates out a video sitemap of, let's say, 10,000, 20,000 pages, but it actually puts a video on every single page. So as Google starts to crawl through the site, and we all know that you don't need to have a video on every single page in order for Google to rip through the entire site.
But it definitely helps with your on-page SEO if you have a relevant video with proper schema and descriptions.
So we're trying to figure out a balance between how to get a video on every single page, but we don't have to have them all included in the sitemap because the sitemaps were just getting way too big. So Jake figured out a solution.
Exactly. I figured, hey, we're already polling Google on the Index Assault requests, and we already saved in all the video IDs into the database. I just programmed in a quick check to see, hey, if a video is not already assigned and Index Assault is up and live, then go and pull out a random video and assign it to the page, just like it would do normally on the meta step of the Index Assault admin page. So it does that now, and the result of that is every single page on your site gets a unique related to your post content video embedded with proper video markup schema markup. We got people going, jumped in, great. Exactly how long is the 180K sites? Well, I mean, exactly how long? It's a little hard to say. It's 180,000 individual posts.
Locations.
Yep, individual location. Yeah, so it's 180,000 individual posts, and then you have 8 tags per post, so that's 180,000 times 9 gives you your base. Then you have your individual category county pages, which get repeated for every single county in every single state. Then you have your individual county tag pages, and you have your individualized state pages, and your individual, oh, that's it, right? State. And then if you're on a national site, I should say, or a multinational site, you have your individual management system that keeps track of it, not me, thank God, or else we'd be in a total disarray shit show here, because